Have you ever been in love? Was it as wonderful as love is supposed to be? Did it hurt so much you don't want to hear the word? What's your favorite love song of all time? Which movies always reduces you to tears? And how much would you spend on Valentine's Day? Or are you single and dreading or loving being single? Love talk, your Valentine requests and performances on tonight's Dolor Factor Live.
The views expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not represent those of DBS and are not intended to determine decision-making processes. Dolor Factor Live is produced by Dolor Media Relations and sponsored by Ladera, Rainforest Hideaway, Inside Out.
Welcome to Dolor Factor Live. I'm Dolor. What a week I've had. I've been tempted to cheat all week and finally I did. And it was the most amazing experience. Now you're shocked that I admit such a thing, right? But love, just like the word cheat, has many connotations. I'm on a path of lifestyle change, so I hope that puts my words cheating in a different perspective. More on that later, but first let me introduce my guests tonight. They both know about love. They always sing about love, and I'm pretty sure they both have their own definitions of cheating. Welcome, welcome, Claudia, Edward, and Chrissy. I'm just so glad to see you both here on the DFL set at DBS.
Happy
welcome.
to be here. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
And I have to say thank you right from the beginning for actually coming into DBS in my absence, because I wasn't here, and you both did some marvelous performances that people at DBS were calling me and said, oh, you really missed it. And I'm so looking forward to, like everyone else tonight, to hearing those performances.
It was fun. You guys have a fun crew, so it
Yeah.
was quite easy.
I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm also wanting to talk about your own, definitions of love, and maybe you might let us into your life a little bit. Oh no, she's like, don't even go there.
Maybe just a little.
Just a little bit,
Yeah, just a little love.
because we're all from different age ranges here. I'm not saying how old I am, although I will say I have a birthday coming up, and it's not something that I normally would tell.
Right.
And I'm actually looking forward to that. But we all have little love things, and we're not just going to talk about romantic love. We're going to talk about things that we love. And there's one thing that women love most. There you go. You see, she knows. I mean, how many pairs of shoes? Look, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3 shoes. Let's have a look. Woo, shoes. We all love shoes, right? You love shoes, right?
Love it, love
I
it.
love it. I love it.
What is it women have about shoes?
I know. It's
know.
crazy. And we don't wear every pair, as often as we should.
I want to.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I just love shoes.
Yeah, so you know what, if there's any man out there who's thinking, I don't know what to buy for my Valentine's, although you might say that that's actually not, that's not, something that,
love
but
a
if you buy a
gift.
sexy pair of shoes, I
Shoes
think,
can be sexy. That's
yes,
the thing.
yeah, I mean, if
Shoes-
you received a pair of shoes, a sexy looking one for Valentine, would
I
that?
love it.
I'm
Yeah.
certain every woman would love a pair of shoes. So guys, put that on your list.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But how was your week like this week, ladies?
Well, I've just been back a week and a little bit, so it's been very, very busy for me. Have not had time to discuss what I'm going to do for Valentine's Day. I dread the day coming, it's like you have to think: do we do dinner or do we go to friends? I don't know.
Friends, you know about
I
friends
don't
at
know, to
Valentine's.
hang out or what
You
are
haven't
you
thought?
going to do?
Oh, I'll tell you. I won't tell everybody else, but I'll tell you.
So I guess it's during the break, right?
Chrissy, what's your week like? Let's talk about
My
your
week
week
has
first.
been a little hectic in terms of preparing for the performance, which we pre-recorded, work, and I do juggle school, so there's a lot going on. So
And work, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
work.
Wow,
Work,
wow.
school, and Christy music.
Yeah, and we're going to be getting a sample of that later.
Yes.
But I really have to tell you and everyone about, I was flying over the last few weeks, and I was in Miami. I left St. Lucia going to Miami. So at Huronora, I was at the window, and a couple sat next to me. and the woman opened this bag of, well, we call them crisps. I think what you call them fries or potato chips,
Yeah.
And her hand was going in this bag like a whole hour, 2 hours. And then her husband said something. So I thought her husband was going to say, come on, stop that. But he joined her.
So what's the problem
And
with
they kept eating. And then the stewardess came and offered food. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking out the window and I'm thinking, I want some, but I'm not going to have any because, you know, we're still in a new year and we always promote, you know, doing things healthily and things like that, right? And then they just wouldn't stop eating. And I was getting really, really upset. And I thought, what can I do? So I started to drink water because, of course, water is healthy. So I drank water. Every 15 minutes, I kept like saying, excuse me, to get past them.
Oh, my
So then the guy looked at me like, you know, oh, my gosh, not again, not again.
Right.
So I sat down and I said, excuse me, but, you know, you've been eating solidly for about 3 hours. All those carbs you've been putting.
Did you say that?
Yeah. I said, you looked at me, you're really upset with me, but I've been drinking water, which is very good for your lifestyle. And all those chips, you know how many calories you've been putting on that? So instead of you getting upset with me, review that.
You did not.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Or next time, get a window and a whatever seat, or go and sit go and sit by yourself.
Oh, my goodness.
No, because I'm telling you, I was hungry, but I was determined not to eat. I was determined not to eat.
So you just don't eat?
And I'm going to show you some pictures of the food I said no to.
You don't eat?
I eat, but I eat healthily now.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's no fried stuff.
My good friend, Dr. Desma Destang, has spoken to me about this lifestyle change, and I'm doing it. Look at what I said no to. Look at all these beautiful things. And this is Jamaica. This was in Jamaica. I went to Jamaica for MAC Cosmetics.
Right.
I wear their makeup on the show. So they took me to Jamaica to show me what their new makeup was like. And look at that. And there's more food. I said no to all of that.
So Claudia,
look at that.
we need to commend her on her
That's
willpower.
right.
Yes,
Can you imagine
that's what I'm
that?
waiting for. I mean, just looking at the food because the food is good. But, you know,
Right.
come on, tell me how wonderful I
That's
did, please.
wonderful,
Thank
Julia.
you. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay,
I
that
had
looks too
steak.
oily for me.
I
would keep away from
I
that
said to them,
too.
I'd like steak and tomato, and it came with steak, onion rings, tomatoes, sweet potato fries,
Oh, my word.
some tomato sauce, and some mayonnaise dressing, and so on,
I
and
know
some
a lot
spinach.
of people who would love
And
that.
I didn't eat it. I ate the steak, yes, because
Right,
the steak and the tomatoes, because that's what I had to do. And I came back today and I weighed myself and I lost 3 pounds. So I'm really happy with myself. I lost 3 pounds in 7 days. Yeah.
But that's something that St. Lucians are really aware of now. The way they look, their diet,
course.
everybody's exercising, which is really, really good. I mean, your health is so important.
Definitely.
And as entertainers, I mean, I personally really try my best. I go to the gym mostly every day. I try to eat healthy. I cheat once a week maybe because I feel I need to, otherwise I go crazy. But
Yeah.
I do cheat sometimes, but I think it's important to maintain good, healthy living.
You know, and all that is all about loving yourself.
Right.
And this show
Which
is
is
about
all
love. It's about
about.
Valentine's. And if there's anyone out there who's single and you're thinking, oh, I haven't got someone to love, well, love you. And perhaps instead of waiting for New Year's resolutions, wait for Valentine's Day and say, do you know what? I love me. I'm going to do something for me that I love to do, whether it's buy a new pair of shoes or eat something that you'd like to eat.
All right.
Do something for you. Now we're going to a break, and when we come back, Chrissy and Claudia, if they think that they're going to be getting away with definitions of love, they're not. So stay with us, and we have some performances for you. So stay with DFL and DBS. We'll be right back.